Hi there everyone, welcome to another Pokemon Moon battle. This is actually a battle I had at the Birmingham Regional Tournament, although this was the day after in the mid-season Showdown. And unfortunately you can never save your videos from these battles, except for the last battle you have. And the last battle I had was pretty interesting. I ended up using my main Trick Room team, you know, with Tapu Fini and Porygon 2, Mimikyu and Araquanid for the main regional, where I won 4 out of 7 battles, won 4, lost 3. But the next day at the mid-season Showdown I decided to change things up and went in with my Butterfree team. And this is how I did. Against a guy called Tyrant. He seemed a fair bit older than I was, and he seemed to know what he was doing pretty well. So he leads off with Persian and Magnezone. The Magnezone is a bit of a threat, but I figure I'll get up the Tailwind, and maybe I could Z-move it and Shadow Ball it. So it's quite predictable. I go for the Protect, but we see Persian goes for the Snatch, which is very worrying, because if you did not know, Snatch steals certain moves, and I know that Tailwind is one of them. So now the Persian uses Tailwind and gets it up, with Magnezone going for Thunderbolt onto Drifblim, and now probably outspeeding me. So here I figure he's probably going to target Lele with a Steel move, so I'll switch into Circuitry. He resists that as he foul plays into Drifblim. Poor Drifblim never saw it coming. And it goes down. But yes, out comes the Flash Cannon onto Circuitry. But I'm very worried here, there's very little I can do, now that both his Pokemon are faster than mine. Here I send in Butterfree, and I figure just go for Sleep Powder on the off chance he doesn't snatch it. But we see he does use Snatch. It's all over. But turns out Snatch will also steal your own partner's moves, as he takes away the substitute from his own Magnezone, and Sleep Powder lands. My only chance. My only chance, and it worked out amazingly, as I get the Tail Glow up. Thanks to the Tailwind making his Magnezone outspeed, he was able to take it with his Snatch. Now he goes for the Foul Play to break this Focus Sash on Butterfree, and Magnezone stays asleep. I go for the Tailwind here, luckily he didn't Snatch again, as now my Pokemon will outspeed his. That +3 doing quite a bit of damage to Magnezone with a non-effective, non-stab attack, and of course breaking the substitute of Persian. Magnezone is the biggest worry here, so I'm going to have to double target that. So I go for the Air Slash just to get some residual damage on, and it does a tiny bit. The Dazzling Gleam goes off with we outspeed the Persian in the Tailwind, and of course we one-hit KO it, bringing Magnezone down to very low health. And we get a Beast Boost, bringing us up to +4. Magnezone stays asleep, which is always great. With its leftovers, the Psychic Terrain dissipates. Now in comes Bellona. The, what do you call it? Pheromosa. And here I go for the Rage Powder, because I know Pheromosa is very fast, it may outspeed. But we see that is not the case, and I outspeed anyway. And the fact it had no Focus Sash means I take it out in one hit. Rage Powder would have redirected any hit to any move it wanted to go for into Butterfree anyway, so things are good. And things are looking pretty good in this battle. Out comes Zhao. And here I go for the Sleep Powder. I did expect the Protect, but I didn't see it. My opponent thoroughly kicking himself for taking his own substitute and dooming himself, as Dazzling Gleam comes out and finishes off Garchomp, giving me a very, very lucky win. Well, the more you know about Snatch, people. This is my team here, the Butterfree, the Lele, the Driftblim, the P2 and Araquanid. Anyway, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed.